Hey, speaking of stars, she is a woman of many talents, and she has been a favorite of mine for many years. But did you know singer and actress Mandy Moore has a love for cats? How cool is that? Mandy joins us right now to tell us about her affection for these furry friends. Mandy, good morning to you. So good to have you on the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, so we saw some pictures of an adorable young Mandy back in the day holding cats. So tell me, do you remember exactly when your love for cats began?
When I was a child, I grew up with cats. They were our childhood pet. Milo and Otis were my first kitty cats who I was pictured there with. And they've just been sort of a touchstone in my life ever since. My husband and I have 3 rescue cats now, Fig, Olivia, and Peanut. And I think the last few years, all of us spending a lot more time at home, we've had this like very important time to sort of bond with them in a way that I never could have imagined. And now having human children, to be able to introduce my human children to my animal children has just been the highlight of my life. I love it.
It's adorable. Of course, so many of us follow you on Instagram. I do the same. I actually just have a 6-month-old little boy. Just had him, have 2 others. So your videos are adorable. I'm curious. Thank you so much. Have you introduced them to some kitty cat friends yet? Are they loving them? I mean, they're so cute when they're so little, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, our kids are obsessed with the cats. Even our 8-month-old is like, he doesn't quite know how to be super gentle yet, so he'll just grab a clump of like Fig's fur, and I'm like, no, gentle. Yeah, gentle. And Fig is so sweet. He's sort of our docile older man that every morning our 2.5-year-old says, Figgy in the crib. So I have to go and bring Fig and put him in the crib, and Gus just like buries his face in him. But to be able to introduce my kids to the unconditional love that pets and cats specifically can provide, it's the greatest thing in the world.
It really is everything. We love our furry friends on our show here, and you're partnering with Purina Cat Chow. I'm curious about their 60 years and the 60 Stories program. Tell me about what this entails.
Sure. So Cat Chow is celebrating their 60th anniversary. I'm so excited to be able to partner with them again. And in order to help them sort of celebrate, we're asking people to submit their own real stories about how cats have impacted their lives. So cat owners, young and old, across the board, we want everyone's tales. And Cat Chow is actually going to select 60 of these stories to be compiled into a book. And all of these storytellers are going to receive a copy of the book and a year's supply of Cat Chow, but also one lucky storyteller is going to receive a $10,000 cash prize. So
that is fantastic.
It's kind of a win-win. Like, we all have so many stories to tell about cats and how they positively impacted our families, and now you could be a part of this book and potentially win a prize as well. So it's a win-win across the board.
I love it. A win-win for sure. And Mandy, I love how you talked about stories, because when it comes to animals, I grew up with dogs and a few cats, but it really is so much more, right, than just a pet. I mean, animals, having a pet, having a cat can really make such a difference in your life. And some people go as far to saying
everything.
They saved me during a really difficult time in my life.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we all just lived through a tremendously traumatic period these last few years, and I don't know what I would have done without our pets, without that sort of constant companionship. And not to sort of pivot back to the book, but an incredible part of the book that's going to be coming out and available for pre-order, I believe the end of October. The book is going to be for sale the beginning of December. We're asking people to submit their stories at catchow.com/60 years now through August 13th. But all of the proceeds of this book is going to benefit an organization called Pet Partners, and they're a leading nonprofit that helps train therapy animal teams. So recognizing again the magnitude that animals have in all aspects of our lives, but to also be therapy tools.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
It really is. Well, we love the work that you're doing, and we thank you so much for spreading the word and being on the show today. It's been a treat.